This video is for CBSE Class 12 Computer Science students, and here we are going to see the class definition concept, which is an important topic, and I have explained in this video along with the marking scheme also. Hello students, you are watching now Knowledge Zone channel. If you like this video, click the subscribe button, click the bell button to get the upcoming updates. First, we will see the marking scheme for this class definition. This is a 4-mark question. First half mark will be allotted for declaring the class header with opening brackets correctly. So, class is the keyword. You have to mention the keyword correctly with the name of the class and the opening bracket. That carries half a mark. Next half mark is allotted for declaring the data members correctly. The data members are the variables along with the data type, and you have to see the question properly, like whether it is given in private scope or public scope or in protected scope. As per that, you have to define it. That carries half mark. Next 1 mark is allotted for defining the function calculations correctly. So calculation in the sense some task will be given in the coding and you have to do that properly. That carries 1 mark. Next half mark is allotted for writing the input functions correctly. We have to get the input from the user. So that function part carries half a mark. Next half mark for invoking the function inside another function correctly. Suppose the calculation is written separately, we have to call that by passing the input. So inside the input function, we may call the function. So don't forget to give that, because that carries half a mark. Next half mark is allotted for defining the display function correctly. We are producing the result here. So that carries half mark. Next another half a mark is allotted for closing the class definition with closing bracket semicolon correctly. Don't forget this one. This is a very important one. Most of you make mistakes in this part. Okay. We will see the sample now. Define a class seminar with the following private members. Okay. The name of the class is seminar here. See the question properly. S is given in caps. Okay. Then seminar ID is of long data type. The private members are mentioned here. Topic and venue are string of 20 characters, and fee is of floating point type. So we have 4 variables here. All those comes in private section. Okay. Then we have a function calc fee to calculate the fee depending upon the venue location. Venue location is given as a table. Based on the table, we have to calculate the fee. Okay. So all these 5 things, like 4 variables and 1 function, have to be defined in the private scope. Okay. Now we will move on to the public scope variables. So in public members, I have 2 functions. One is register, another one is view seminar. The register is like an input. We have to accept the values for seminar ID, topic, venue location, and we are calling the function calc fee inside the register part. Okay. Then view seminar is for displaying the members on the screen, just producing the output. The output coding is written in the view seminar part. We have a table here for the venue calculation, like venue location and then the fees calculation. If it is of outdoor, then the fees will be 5,000. For indoor non-AC, the fee is given as 6,500, and for indoor AC, the fee is given as 7,500. So up to this is the question. Now we are going to see the answer for this. So class seminar. So as I said already, class is the keyword, seminar is the name of the class which is mentioned in the question. You check it properly, and in that S is given in caps. So you have to follow the same thing, and then the opening bracket. Up to this carries half a mark. Then we are defining the members, like a long seminar ID, char topic of 20, venue location of 20. That is character of 20 characters, and then floating point type. I am giving a variable fee. Okay. Then these things are having the private scope. It is not mentioned at the top. If it is not defined, by default it is considered as a private scope variable. Next we have the calculation part, void calc fee. This carries 1 mark. So we are going to see the venue location. We are getting the venue location from the user through the input function and comparing here. So as it is a string, you have to go for the string compare, strcmp. So strcmp will return the value as 0 if it is equal. That is, both the strings are equal, you will get the value as 0. The venue location we are getting from the user, and I am giving the quotes the string like outdoor. Suppose if the user is giving us outdoor, then the fees will be calculated as 5,000. Else if the string compare venue location indoor non-AC equal to 0, then the fees is considered as 6,500. Else if the string compare venue location comma indoor AC is equal to 0, then the fee is 7,500. So up to this we are writing it in the calc fee, and this function we have written it in the private part. Okay, so this carries 1 mark. If the scope is correct, if the function format is correct, and the calculations of are correct, then the 1 mark will be allotted. Okay, the next function is defined in the public scope, void register. So this function carries half a mark. The register is for printing. Sorry, register is for getting the input from the user. So C out, enter seminar ID. So I am giving a message like enter seminar ID. C in seminar ID. So whatever value the user is typing will be stored in seminar ID. Then gets topic. We are getting the topic from the user, and gets venue location. We are getting the venue from the user. And after getting all the 3 inputs, you have to call the function calc fee as it is mentioned in the question. So you have to do the calculation there, and we will be printing. And here this calc fee, when you call, you will be allotted half marks. Okay, for the function register, half mark is allotted, and for calling this function, half mark is allotted. Next you will see the next function, void view seminar. So this is the output function which carries half a mark. Okay, see out seminar ID, all the value, all the data I am printing here. Seminar ID I am printing, topic I am printing, venue location I am printing, and then the fee I am printing. Okay, endl is used for new line character and closing bracket. So up to this half mark will be given. So half mark will be allotted if the format is right, if all the 4 values are printed. Okay, then we have the closing bracket and semicolon which carries half mark. Don't forget to give this closing bracket and semicolon. Most of the students will make mistake in this place only. Okay, so this is a 4 mark question. Now it is very easy to score 4 marks in this question. Thank you viewers. If you like this one, you can subscribe the channel. If you can send the doubts in the comment section. Okay, thanks for watching this. Thank you.